So hi guys, it's Gemini Jim back again like I never left with a very convinced public sneak peek of the BOGO deal from March 5th through March 11th. So it do still seem like a slower week for me, but I did not do all the deals because y'all honestly I just wasn't feeling it. I was getting very frustrated in the store, and who wants that? But let's go ahead and jump into the deals that I did get to film for the BOGO deals from March 5th through March 11th. So let's get into them. Let's go. So we have the Crunch Master cookies at my store. They're $3.99. So since I'm half BOGO, I can grab one for $1.99 because I'm not true BOGO. The only state I believe that's true BOGO is Florida. The Holy Guacamole is going to be $4.99. So grabbing one would be $2.49. Our vitamins are going to be the Nature's Truth. Now the cheapest I saw, the hair, skin, and nail so they're $9.99. So grabbing one would be $4.99. We have the Hormel Black Label Bacon, the 12 or 16 ounce. They are $9.99. So grabbing one would be $4.99. We got the Tyson stuffed and breaded chicken at $4.99. So grabbing one would be $2.49. We also have the Rosina meatballs at $11.99. So grabbing one would be $5.99. We do have some meat products, they're pork, the public pork items like the center cut chops, the thinly sliced chops, um, even like the rib roast, they're gonna be on promotion for buy one get one free. So the prices are gonna vary throughout the selection and all that. But if you want to stock up on that, that is going to be some meat items that are going to be on promotion next week, as well as the Springer Mountain Farms chicken breast. Once again, various prices. I do believe that printable coupon should work on these, but once again, different and various prices. Vila Classic Smoked Atlantic Salmon, the 4 ounce pouch is $8.69. So grabbing one would be $4.34. Our Prime Fresh lunch meat is going to be back, but the family size, the 14 or 16 ounce, at my store $8.99. So grabbing one would be $4.49. The Tillamook, all like varieties are going to be on promotion. So that includes the 10 count snacks at $5.09, which would make it $2.54, as well as the cheese slices. They are also the same price, $5.09. So one at $2.54, as well as the chunk cheese. And we also have the Tillamook shredded cheese. All of those are $5.09. So grabbing one would be $2.54. We then have the Faya yogurt, the 32 ounce tub, or $7.49. So grabbing one would be $3.74. We have some Horizon creamer at $5.99. So grabbing one would be $2.99. Then we have the La Colombe at $6.99. So grabbing one would be $3.49 for those. We also have the silk, the almond, the coconut, the soy, the cheap the milk. They are $3.69 in my store for the cheapest. So grabbing one would be $1.84. We have the Pillsbury ready to bake cookie dough is back at $5.49. So grabbing one would be $2.74. We also have the Pillsbury Grand biscuits at $3.29. So grabbing one would be $1.64 for those. The Celentano pastas, the 12.5 to 24 ounce, are $6.29 in my store. So grabbing one would be $3.14. We have the Manini's ravioli bags, the 16 ounce bags, they're $7.49. So grabbing one would be $3.74. We have the bagel bites 7 to 14 ounce. The bagel bites at my store $6.85. So grabbing one would be $3.42. Now the bagel dogs are $7.99. So grabbing one would be $3.99. We got farm rich appetizers at $4.99. So grabbing one would be $2.49. Our pizza is going to be the Newman's owns pizza. They're $8.79. So grabbing one would be $4.39 for those. Then we have Pepperidge Farms Texas Toast. These are in the freezer section. I saw some for $4.39, but I saw some even cheaper for $3.79. So if you grab the cheaper one, if you grab one, it would be $1.89. We have the Jimmy Dean sandwiches and biscuits, like the 4 and 10 counts. They are $6.99. So grabbing one would be $3.49 for those. We have the Premier Protein waffles and pancakes. They are $6.99. So grabbing one would be $3.49 for those. The D Waffle Bakers pancakes, 24.8 to 33 ounce, are $5.89. So grabbing one would be $2.94. We have the Blake's chicken pot pies, the shepherd pies, $4.79. So grabbing one would be $2.39. Then we have the banquet mega bowls at $4.29. So grabbing one would be $2.14. As well as the banquet entrees, uh, the 7.4 to 11.8 ounce. So I saw some at $2.39. So grabbing one would be $1.19. We also have the Nighthawk entrees. They have the steak and broccoli, the steak and taters, all the little different varieties. I might try some of these. So they're $4.39. So grabbing one would be $2.19 for those. Next, we have Drizzlicious cake bites, which are $3.99. So grabbing one would be $1.99 for those. We have the Lance crackers. Y'all know we have many different varieties of these, but they are $4.79. So grabbing one would be $2.39. Then we have the Nabisco cookies, the little 10 pack. At my store, these are $7.89. So grabbing one would be $3.94. The Tate's Bake Shop cookies are back. I actually did like the gluten-free ones, y'all, but they're $6.69. So grabbing one would be $3.34. The Sargento cheese bakes are $5.79. So grabbing one would be $2.89. We have the Brownie brittle at $3.99. So grabbing one would be $1.99 for those. We have the Classico pasta sauce at my store at $3.59. So grabbing one would be $1.79. We have the Mueller's protein pasta at $2.89. So grabbing one would be $1.44. Then we have the Del Monte tomatoes at my store at $1.85. So grabbing one would be 92 cents. And the last deal I have for you, after I just couldn't take it no more and I was over it, the Mutti tomatoes are $4.89. So grabbing one would be $2.44. But if y'all like the video, be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.